Hey, it's me, Art of Singularity, and welcome to my new video. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining how to draw legs because that was a request from Zach Random Edits. So yeah. Now I'm never that good at explaining things, and well, I guess my drawings too. They're a little bit how should I say? I don't know if they explain very much, but I'll try. I'll try. Okay. But yeah. So the legs are usually about the length of the torso and the head, like combined. So from the torso to the bottom, from the head to the bottom of the torso, that's about the length that the legs are. And I draw these circles to know where the joints are going to be. So maybe if I'm doing a different pose, I'll put you put them in a different position. And you can represent it, just like for simplifying the body, you can represent the leg, the thigh and the calf, and yeah, as cylinders. But when you're drawing the legs, they usually curve towards the joints. And you can see by the arrows that I've drawn that so the outside of the thigh, usually it curves, like they curve in together, but when it reaches down to the shin or the calf, it kind of comes out and in. It's a very interesting shape, or it's the way that they are shaped. It's interesting. And then so that's this leg, and then for the other leg, you can basically do the same thing. Although that line right there that I just did, that was kind of a mistake, I think. Yeah, I usually draw one leg more straight, so the character seems more grounded. I think that's the correct term. That's how the professionals do it. And then I kind of imagine, because the butt is kind of connected to the leg, not kind of, it definitely is. So I try and figure out where the middle of the back would be, and I try and bring the leg from behind that to the front. So it looks like it's actually supposed to be connected. The knees are obviously, if like you're standing, usually at the same level. So that's what those two arrows in the middle of the legs are. It's supposed to be like showing that they're the same. So, yeah. Arms, well, while I'm shading this drawing, I guess, I'm just gonna say, the arms are cylinders too, but I think they're more simple than legs. I think they'll probably be easier for you to draw because, well, they're simpler. They reach down to about the middle of the thigh, and I don't know. You can just do. I think you can just do whatever you want. Now, maybe it's like difficult for you because of the connection, like where the shoulder is. I think that could be a very interesting thing. Or maybe, let me see, where the arm connects. Why are arms difficult? I guess just the connections. Yeah. I mean, other than that, they're basically just cylinders. And I guess the proportions might be a little bit difficult. So I decided not to speed up this video because it gives me more time to think. And if I can think, then I could probably explain better what I'm doing. So this is me just shading, just to show that, like, where the leg is coming from in the back of the body, I guess. That was my intention, and I'm gonna do more examples too, so it's not just this drawing, but yeah. So right here, I'm about to do a small scale body, just to, I guess, more illustrate the proportions of the legs and arms. Right now it's going to be the legs because that's like the section it's on right now, so or that I'm on right now, so yeah. So this one is just to show the length of the legs and how it's just about the length of the torso and the head combined. Of the torso to the head. So there's me just doing the leg, just doing that shape again, where the thigh kind of comes in to the knee, and then the calf and shin, they curve out like forward. I don't know what shape that would be, but yeah. And then I guess the feet. Did I draw the feet? I think I did. Okay, I did. Whatever that is. I wasn't focusing on the feet, okay. Was not focusing on the feet, but yeah. The stance is a little bit awkward here, but I mean, I think the main point still stands, that the legs are just about the same height. They can be a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. It just depends on the proportions of what you're trying to do with it. And my nose is stuffy. It's fine. That's what I get for staying up late, I guess. So right here's me drawing the legs again, just another example. And then I'm going to draw the arm. So here's me, like, I draw the circles for the shoulder joints. And in general, so the chest connects to that shoulder muscle. Sometimes. It's some, like, well, not sometimes, all the time, but sometimes you represent that connection differently. I'm not really an expert on anatomy, so I can't really explain that properly, but it depends. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but I don't know. So yeah, the arm goes down to about the middle of the thigh, as you can see right there. Depending on the art style, you can make it shorter, longer. Yeah, it's fine. Make it shorter, make it longer. But yeah, in general, they're around that height. What am I doing right now? I'm time-lapsing, but I don't know what I'm time-lapsing for. Or rather, I don't know what I'm even doing in this empty space, but whatever. So you can see that I put the arms on... I put the arms on the little model that I just did, so... Another thing, so when the arms are raised up, it brings the chest up with it. I don't know if that's exactly what you wanted to know. So like, but I guess it relates to the arms, so I was just like, hey, I might as well do that too. I don't know if that's important though. That's not really the main point. The main point is supposed to be the legs and arms, but I guess that's a bonus thing. Yeah, it just kind of pulls the pecs up with it. So here's me just doing a extra connections for the legs, if I would finish it. So from the side, usually you can see more of the curvature of like the butt and how it connects to the thigh, because they're basically the same structure, kind of. They're part of the same like leg. So here's me doing one from the side, although I think I might have messed up on the... Yeah, I messed up slightly, but it's fine. Right? Like, you can do whatever you want, stylize it however you want, but understanding the general idea of, like, legs and arms, I guess that's pretty important if you want to customize things, like, at different proportions, or, yeah, add your own, like, little twist to whatever body you're drawing, So yeah, I think that's basically it. I'm not really good at explaining things like this, especially with my drawings, because I don't really do, I just draw. I don't really study things that deeply, so I can't give a deep explanation. Up to the top right, you can see I did a little it's like a mannequin, I guess, or maybe a skeleton of the joints and the proportions. But thank you for commenting, Zach Random Edits. I appreciate it. And yeah, I guess that the video's over, so I'm just gonna leave you off with that. Thank you for 2,750 approximately 50 subscribers. Thank you very much. And yeah, so I'm sure like 2,500 and 2,750 people can fit in a cruise ship, maybe like an aircraft carrier. I think that's what I've settled at. A stadium would be a little bit too big, right? But a cruise ship should be able to fit. should be able to fit. I don't know if that was like, I kind of slurred my words there, so yeah, I guess that's it. I'm gonna cut, and then it's gonna time lapse, and then the video's gonna be over. So yeah, thank you again, and goodbye.